Hello there, my name is Wafflestheasianyenbear, and welcome back to Meet the Squad, the team building series where we head over to randompokemon.com, pick one random Pokemon using the generator, head over to PokemonShowdown.com, build a team around that Pokemon, and then use that team for the rest of the week's battles. That's going to be Wednesday, that's going to be Friday, and that's going to be Sunday, assuming that I am not late, which sometimes I am, and that's just the thing that happens. But before we actually jump in and pick what Pokemon we're going to be generating today, I gotta just tell you guys something. This segment, this part of the video, usually takes me about 30 seconds to do the intro and to pick our random Pokemon. And then I build a team, and then I come back and I record the last part, which is me explaining what the team is and how it works and all that good stuff. But this first part, this intro, takes 30 seconds. I went and I started baking a cake before I came over here to start recording. That cake takes 30 minutes to bake. It's done now. My computer just hates me so much today that it took me like 40 minutes. The cake is done. It is cooling off right now to record a 30-second segment. It is insane. I even got to the point where I was ready to generate. I clicked the button and nothing showed up. It was just ridiculous. I clicked it like 10 different times. Nothing happened. So I wanted to share with you guys that because it boggles my mind, and I just have to laugh at that kind of stuff, and I figured maybe you guys might enjoy it. But let's go ahead. Enough of that. We're going to generate our random Pokemon. I clicked the button, but I didn't turn my head towards the screen, and it's Cresselia. Oh god, you guys are going to hate me for this one. Alright, cool. We will be back in just a moment where we meet the squad. Hello there, I am back. We have our team right here. We've got Moonduck, the Cresselia, my allergies, the Florius, because I am just so full of allergies lately. It's ridiculous. I take the pills, and they only help so much. So, I am constantly on allergy pills. So, flowers they're my allergies. But then we got Beetlejuice, the Heracross, Chrysalis, the Gigalith, Turkey's done the Rotom Heat, and oh my gosh, Lapras Lazuli is back. Finally, I am able to bring Lapras Lazuli back to the team, and that makes me so darn happy. But that is the squad. If you guys just want to meet them, there you go. That's the team we are going to be using for the rest of this week. That being said, though, if you want to know my thought process, why I built the things I did, then why don't you just hang tight, and we're going to get into that right now. So, first things first, I know how much you guys like off-meta sets, so we're going to be using Cresselia. Cresselia? It doesn't sound quite as nice as Crocoon, but we'll go with Cresselia. I was looking to try to see if it would get stored power, and it doesn't, but it does have Sleep Talk. So I decided, hey, we're going to make Calm Mind, Sleep Talk, Psyshock, Rest, and have that as a possible win condition. Really, I played like 3 games with this so far. Only one of them I'm actually going to put up for tomorrow's video, but I haven't really seen it do as much work yet. I'm thinking it'll definitely do it at some point, but I think Moonduck is pretty good as a bulky defensive wall, and having Calm Mind, Sleep Talk, Rest, Psyshock, I don't know how much it'll work, because I do have to get rid of the dark types, but I did want to try it instead of just running with kind of a standard, Moonblast, Psyshock, Moonlight, and Calm Mind. Pretty standard Cresselia. I didn't want to do that. So, we're rocking out with Cresselia today. Moonduck, who's got the leftovers, Levitate, defensive EVs, because we're going to be upping the special defense with Calm Mind. So, hopefully we will be good with that. But to complement Moonduck, I needed something that could deal with dark types, as well as also ghost types to a lesser extent, but mostly dark types, as well as something that was especially defensive to start off with. So if I had to go against a specially defensive dark type or ghost type, I could bring in Florgus here, who has ridiculous space special defense. That's what it's known for, is its 154 special defense right here. So we're going to be rocking out with the Calm set, my allergies, leftovers, just to get that recovery. Aromatherapy, because we can wake up Moonduck if we need to, as well as cure burns, cure anything else that we happen to need to cure, like toxics and stuff. And then we've got Moonblast, Wish, and Toxic. And guys, I don't know if I seem a little bit different than I normally do. I just woke up, so I just figured I'd record and do my best. So we've got Aromatherapy, Moonblast, so we have an offensive move, Wish, to pass off wishes to stuff and to be able to get instant recovery. Well, not instant recovery, 2-turn recovery. That's what it is. But big wishes can be passed off to our other Pokemon to keep them nice and healthy. And then we got Toxic to wear down walls. Then I needed an offensive answer to dark types, and so I grabbed Beetlejuice, the Heracross with Choice Scarf Moxie. We're rocking knockoff, Mega Horn, Stone Edge, and Close Combat. Close Combat and Mega Horn gonna be for Stab. Stone Edge so we can hit those flying types that might not expect us to be Scarf. And knockoff is just another nice move to have, being able to knock off other stuff. There wasn't really too much. I think I was debating between knockoff and Earthquake, and I ended up going with knockoff instead. So that's what we got. We could have also gone Facade, but we have My Allergies who can cure burns if we need them. Then we've got Cresselia here, so that we can hit flying types a little bit better with Assault Vest, a Sandstream right here, so it can up its special defense because it is a rock type. And then we've also got the pretty big bulky defense right here. It's 130. I didn't really invest into it, but it still has enough physical defense that you can kind of see the impact even without it. So having Assault Vest with pretty good physical defense and Sandstream makes this thing a pretty darn bulky mon. We've got Stone Edge to hit the flying types, Earthquake because Earthquake, just having that is nice. Unfortunately, we don't have a ground type on this team, so Gigalith is going to have to do its best for that. And then we've got Heavy Slam because Gigalith looks like it's a pretty heavy guy. I think he's been putting on a few pounds there. And then we've got Facade, which I was debating between Facade and Explosion. I know, again, we have Aromatherapy on My Allergies, but just in case, I threw on Facade as the 4th move. You can easily put on anything else. Earthquake, you can throw on Iron Head if you want to. I mean, not Earthquake, sorry. Explosion, that was the one. Explosion. So you can put Explosion, you can put Iron Head, you can put Superpower. It really doesn't matter. I like Facade. I like being able to attack that because when someone burns you, then they don't expect it. So it's nice. But then we got Turkey's Done, the Rotom Heat. We're rocking the Choice Specs Trick set with Trick Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, and Overheat. We're going to try to do our best to trick a Choice Scarf to walls or things that really get crippled by having Choice Specs. So that's really handy to have. And when we don't want to do that, we can still hit Choice Specs Volt Switch and Choice Specs Overheat, which is huge, does a whole lot of damage, and can be very, very helpful. Will-O-Wisp being on there for after we've tricked, when we have the option to go for it. Because I'm not going to go for that when we're spexed. There's really no reason to do that. But I'm going to be rocking Timid here with some speed investment and special attacks. Since we're not rocking Choice Scarf, I figured I'd go Timid instead. And I think it's been working out pretty well. So we're going to keep Turkey's Done there. And then finally, I really had just a small issue with water types. Since Cresselia and Turkey's Done really didn't like dealing with them. Turkey's Done has the electric moves, but I didn't really have a whole lot that I wanted to switch in other than my walls, which again, well, not really again, but the thing I wanted to mention real quick, very briefly, is that Cresselia and Florges, they're both really good walls, but it's very hard to, especially with Cresselia, to remain offensive. I wanted to make sure that with Cresselia, that if I were to switch it in, I don't lose all of my momentum and give my opponent a chance to set up. Because Cresselia is a great wall. It's really, really good. But it's also pretty darn passive most of the time. So, that was another reason why I went with Cresselia instead of standard normal Cresselia. But back to this, we needed a water type answer. I couldn't really switch in Cresselia or Florges to like a Mantine and really do a whole bunch. So I figured I'd go with Lapras Lazuli, especially because Mantine in this tier is just so darn annoying. Freeze Dry just wrecks it. So that is why we have Freeze Dry here. Water Absorb gives me an immunity. I love using Lapras, so anytime I'm able to do that is fantastic. So it was either this or Gastrodon, and I already had Cresselia, which was going to be weak to the grass move anyways. So I wanted to have this instead, which does make us a little bit more weak to, I believe, not fighting, it was Steel. I think I was a little bit more weak to Steel, but I think it should be still okay. We've got Freeze Dry, Surf, Ice Shard, and Hidden Power Fire just to hit a Scavalier if I'm able to. Ice Shard to give me some priority. Mainly, I'm going to be clicking Freeze Dry or Surf. Most of the time, I will be clicking Freeze Dry because that's going to be the niche that Lapras can fill. It can get those 4 times super effective hits on water types, water flying types, or even water ground types. Things that do not think they would be weak to ice. Freeze Dry is just fantastic. So that is going to be the team. We're using Quiet Nature just because that's what this one suggested, so that our Ice Shard does a little bit more damage. But I think that should be all fine and dandy. That is the team. We got Moonduck, My Allergies, Beetlejuice, Cresselia, Turkey's Done, and Lapras Lazuli. So, oh, wow, I was gonna say hopefully, and then just the sound came out of my mouth, and that was not the word hopefully. Okay, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you have a good day, good week, good life, and I will see you on Wednesday. Also, sorry this is late. I had to record it the day before, just because that's the day I had the house to myself. But I will see you guys tomorrow on Wednesday with our first Wi-Fi battle with the team. Goodbye!